Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games. Christian Abbiati in goal today. Just another example of a great Italian stopper. My goodness me, they've produced a few.
They have, and like some of the current crop, he's someone who's starred at the top level since his teens, Peter. Also proved himself to be a symbol of longevity and consistency.
Ribéry, oh, that's fabulous. And that is out and behind, it's a good block.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Hoisted in. And that has earned a reprieve for the top. Ribéry! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Ribéry. That has not gone well. Thuram. And it's Eto'o. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Cruyff. It's Ibrahimovic! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Ibrahimovic clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
The most accurate pass. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Adriano! It's hit the uprights! Goal, Ukraine! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
After 13 minutes is number 13, Ribéry.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, good take in a good area. Ukraine very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Zico. Big chance! It's bounced back off the post. Bullet in the hunt and looking threatening. Oh, good-looking ball. Thuram makes the interception. Now it's Cruyff. Thuram with the slide tackle there. Knocks it into space. Ribéry crosses. Takes a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Zico has this. It's Zico! Zico! Special player! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Zico. Pirlo. Looking to play him in. That's destined for the flank. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Neymar. Great vision. Ribéry picks it up out wide. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Baresi. Cruyff. Eto'o. And he's quick to return it. And the pass is intercepted. Short changes him with that pass. Vieira.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now that's well seen too. Pullet tries to pass it through. Now, can they get him away? And this is Ribéry, and he's managed to get free. Cruyff. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Pirlo. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ibrahimovic is having a shot! Well, now it's a race. And that marks a high-octane end to the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Today that smoking is
so we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Poland get the second half started. Pirlo is always scanning the pitch for targets.
That's positional gold. The utilisation...
Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Pirlo. Lovely pass, but can he get... Shoots! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Poland with the lead. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Quite a game this, all square again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And it's Eto'o. And no, that was never going to make it. Pullet plays it through. This looks promising. He's found the way through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Substitution for Ukraine. Number
It's their
13,
second corner of the game.
Grigori. Number 22, Hullet. Number 10, Peeler. Number 19, George Best. Coming on the field, number 25, Fowler. Number
Poland
15,
are looking to go forward now.
Number 5, Shevchenko. Number 14, Figo.
So, Jim, is that the manager
Substitutions taking
telling the
place.
forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Nice. And a chance! It's anyone's ball now. A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Zico! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Zico actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Romario, Rivaldo, chance, surely! Oh, that was no routine save.
Rivaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Poland have their second corner now. Ukraine have the chance to go the other way. Maldini eases him off the ball. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the... And Romario! Romario! Wonderful! He's got himself an absolute peach. And they're back in front. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Ukraine really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Rivaldo! 75 minutes played.
Poland clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Eto'o.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's Pele! And that really should have been that.
Pele really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Poland have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance for a shot! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Zico really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Not the most convincing of passes. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Ukraine clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Thuram wins the duel this time. He's through here. Oh, it's gone in!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, what a ball! Shevchenko! Oh, he's done it! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter...
And the shot! Chance again? No.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Nicely aimed pass. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. It's Zico! Can he finish? Oh, he's given that plenty. And that is that. Ukraine have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. The end of the game. Reflections?
Ukraine really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Ukraine.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. We're up and running then.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent.
Luis Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Turkey with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Ukraine have the chance to go the other way. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Rijkaard. It's Pirlo. Messi. Out towards the flank. He's going for goal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Rijkaard! He will be livid with himself.
Rijkaard really couldn't have done much better with that. He was under so much pressure.
Thuram gets over and intercepts. Best. Pirlo. Nicely weighted ball. Best plays it in. Adriano! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Tries to play it through. Neymar has it in a wide position. Now the delivery. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Spread out to the left. Chance here to counter. And it's Hullet. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side...
And a header! Goal, Ukraine! Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great
The
header.
goal scorer for Ukraine after 15 minutes is number 23, Adriano.
Turkey finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bale making good progress. Neymar. Oh, he's been caught on it! He's having a shot! Lofted upfield. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's a little off target. Threads one in. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less. Ribery clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Pirlo. And he's quick to return it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Ukraine clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No way through. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Thuram cuts it out. He won't be happy with that one.
There they go, hunting again.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Turkey definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't...
And a chance! And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Shot a goal! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Turkey have their third corner. It's a loose ball. Ukraine are looking to go forward now. Best.
Such good technique.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Looking for the run. Pirlo. Can he get it through? Ribery. Lovely pass, but can he get there? So, what can they make of this? Couldn't squeeze it through. Great vision. Bale. And the shot! They've scored! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Turkey have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Hangs one in. Terrific effort! Bullet. Ribery. Pirlo. That ball looks a good one. Bale spots it and intercepts. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Pirlo is strong enough. That's it, 45 minutes up. So engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one.
Quick reminder today, please have
And we
your
are
entry
up to the
tickets
break.
at hand, as
Oh,
it's
what a
time to
half,
announce
Peter.
today's
What
winning
a
lottery
half.
numbers.
It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Substitution for Turkey, number 15, Rijkaard.
So we're off again.
Coming on the field is
Ukraine can
number
really do
20,
with some bigger names
Mbappe.
standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Ribery. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Pirlo goes short. Oh, he's been caught napping. Ball in towards the middle. That has been knocked clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Luis Suarez. Looking for options for movement. And he was quick to react. Knocks it into space. And that is a little undercooked. And here's Pirlo. He's a shark of the ball here. Shapes to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Looking for the far post. Aims beyond the defence. Chance! No, just not quite.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Can he get on the end of this? Turkey appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Tries to pass it through. Ribéry. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Ukraine have their second corner now.
Substitution for Turkey, number 22, Suarez. Coming on to replace him is number 9, Ito. Substitution in progress.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Ukraine do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Now, can they get him away? And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. No, he's not getting any further than that. Oh, there's a probing ball. Stam demonstrating his defensive quality there. And no, that was never going to make it.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, goes for a shot! And there's a goal! 2 up now, and they are cruising. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Turkey are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Looking to play him in. Tanucci is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. It's Figo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. Chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Well, that is one way to stop him. Oh, that was vital. So their 4th corner of the game. And that should get the job done. Turkey have the chance to go the other way. Well, played right into his path. He has found the way, and the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Substitution for Turkey, Number 10.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number 23.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
Number 14.
Oh, that's a waste.
Eze clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
And the pass is intercepted. It's a searching pass. And it's Eze. Oh, well measured. And the finish! No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Conte, and he's intervened well there. Tries to pass it through. Eto'o gets flagged offside. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Panucci is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And he's picked out the run. Oh, nicely intercepted. Burmo.
There will be 5 minutes.
And it's Eze. Not the most accurate pass. Collier threads one in. Shot could be on. It's Adriano! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? They're up to 5 corners now. Pass somewhat off target. Varane cuts out the pass. Can he get it through? And Burmo. Great chance! Oh, and the referee says that is it. Ukraine illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
The game yet to
everybody,
kick off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him...
And Messi! Oh, it rattles the bar! Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, Red, nice interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, good effort! Harmlessly behind.
Ukraine certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
He's had a shot! So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Close. And a chance! And he's following up! And it's a goal! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Ukraine finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And this is Messi. Varane kept his eye on it, and he's there. Nesta, always a very imposing presence at the back. Knocks it out wide. Bergomi gets over and intercepts.
Ukraine really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Khan breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Pedri. Now it's Pele. Now it's Neymar. Oh, nicely intercepted. And they can counter here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Pele. That has been cut short. And that's another good win of the ball. Picked out Messi! And that's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's two now without... And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
Ribery is sporting a guilty look after that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
No, he's not getting his way this time. Aimed beyond the defence. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Messi having a look. Now it's Maldini. And this is Neymar. Oh, and the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, I'm giving him full marks for the way he exploited the space, Peter, but you really shouldn't be left unmarked in the middle like that. I don't think he could believe his luck.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Adriano is onto it in a flash. Neymar. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Pedri. Good read, needed to be. Ribery. He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Stojkovic. Now it's Pele. Vieira. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Bullet. He's looking wide. Now it's Ribery. And this is Messi. Oh, just skips past it. Decent chance! And that's a tidy finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. And that is all they have time for. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this. Reflections on the first half?
Ukraine are very much up against it, and that's given the manager a real headache as to how to get his players to regain focus during half-time. He's going to have to get amongst the players and really lift them to produce something close to the best football if they're going to salvage this.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Number 22, Bullet.
So we're off again.
Coming on the field is
Ukraine
number 15,
decide to shake things up. There has been a change in person. Shot a goal! Oh, he's done it!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. Ukraine do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system...
He's in one-on-one, and he shoots! And there's a goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Great vision. Stojkovic providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Stojkovic. Messi. And the shot! It's in! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. And Messi! It's hit the upright. Nesta. Messi. Oh, important interception. He shifted it to the flank.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Pedri. Oh, he's burst through. And the shot's on. And the shot! It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. Ukraine do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Ukraine can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get on the end of this? And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Defending was strong and firm. Now, what about a counter-attack? Shoots! He's got a goal! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Now it's Messi. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's picked his way through. He's found big chance! Pulled out the best in the keeper.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And here's Messi. Passes short and sharp. Ukraine are looking to go forward now. And here's Stojkovic. Knocks it into space. Can he finish? It's loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's having a shot. Unspoilen kindly here. And a neat finish. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Looking for the run. 5 minutes to add.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Messi. Tries to pass it through. Stojkovic. And this is Pele. And we're done. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Quick reminder today,
any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Ukraine desperately failing to impose themselves on the game. Decidedly flat, disjointed in so many areas on the pitch, and you're never going to win like that.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Ukraine against Manchester United.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Things already rolling.
Any attack containing Raul is a frightening sight for any defence.
His record's a frightening sight.
Well, when you think about it, most of his ilk will put themselves before the team. But Raul is different and has a greater appreciation for all that and likely to put others in before himself.
Hangs in a cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Well, they could break here. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold. Van Nistelrooy. Now it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Robson running with the ball. And now the breakaway. Looking for options for movement. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that.
Chance! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Manchester United finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Vieira running with intent. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Crosses it. Bullish header! And no mistake. McAllister. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Raul. Ah, that's a fine interception. Robson. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's picked it up out wide. Ribéry will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Hullet. And this is Ribéry. Now there's a... Robson! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Chance! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Ukraine are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them.
And Van Nistelrooy! It's a goal! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And a chance! It's in! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
He leaps for it! He will be livid with himself.
Ukraine really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Lopez. No, it's Dembele. Lovely ball in a roll! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Ribéry gets flagged offside. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Hazard. Adriano. Nesta cuts it out. Adams. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Threads one in. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Raul. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Best, a player who needs no introduction. Adams cuts out the pass. McAllister. And it's Alexander-Arnold.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Dembele. Van Nistelrooy. Lovely pass, but can he get there? McAllister. Vermeer. Raul. And that could set him on his way. Hazard unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Minutes has been indicated.
This is a promising build-up. Rafael Varane proves too strong, too smart. And he's lost his man. It's Hazard! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, it's a nice idea, but he's going for goal! But he's left disappointed. That's it, 45 minutes up. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
So a really enthralling 45 minutes, beautifully poised for the 45 to follow. The score at half-time, 2-2.
Substitution for Ukraine. Number 22, Hullet. Number
So
10,
it's back to business.
Brian Robson. Coming on the field, number
Dembele,
15,
who does have an assist to his name.
Number 5, Shevchenko.
Nice sequence of passes this. He's having a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it. Corner number 2 then. Ukraine do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Schmeichel deals with that nice and simple.
Manchester United clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Rafael Varane is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Manchester United needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Hazard. And the shot! He's scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one. Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Manchester United leading now.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need...
Van Nistelrooy! Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Ukraine are looking to go forward now. That has not gone well. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Hazard picks it up out wide. Van Nistelrooy! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Lopez. He's shifting through the... shot at goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Denied by an instinctive save.
Firmine really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
They're up to 5 corners now. Ukraine have the chance to go the other way. And it's Dembele. Dembele charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's a sharp little ball here. And here's Hazard. Oh, it's Dembele.
Ukraine may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
He's found the way through. And the cross comes in. Neuer claims it without any fuss.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And this is Adriano. Dembele. Ukraine are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. And this is Hazard.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Nesta gets across to intercept that. Collier. And he can thump it away. Well, this could be it, bar something close to a minor miracle.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
Well, couldn't quite catch up to that.
Substitution for Ukraine, number 13.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So a couple of front-footed alterations here, a pair of forwards entering the field.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
Collar! Oh, well played, well played. That's a decent clearance. Nesta can clear it away. Out for a throw. Collar gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And that has been cleared.
Ukraine really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Raul. And the counter is on. And he skips past his man. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Substitution in progress.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
There will be 3
What
minutes
a
added
save
time.
from Peter Schmeichel! The corner count is rising. That's 6. Oh, good effort! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Chance, surely! And he hits the net. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. And that will be it. Ukraine played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
And a quick announcement today.
Any
that
reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
today's match is
Ukraine
now on
desperately
sale in the
failing to
Stadium Hall.
impose themselves on the game.